Welcome, everyone. Just going to wait for 5 minutes. I wanted to make sure that everything worked, and looks like I've got a halo here. I need to move over a little bit. There we go. I'm blocking my wreath. And when I sit right in front of the wreath, it looks like I have a halo going around me. So welcome. I'm so happy that you all are here, and everyone that's coming, we want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get on before I get started. So that's why we started a little bit early, but hope all of you are having a great Saturday. All is well with you, and that I'm having a wonderful day. Been working on some Christmas stuff. So this is the season, truly. And I've got all my prizes. It's kind of hard to see a little bit, but I'm surrounded by the wonderful prizes that have been donated by our quilting friends throughout the industry. Such generous people. Quilters are amazing. You know, quilters are just amazing people. And those who support quilters are just as amazing, even if they aren't part of the craft. They're still part of the support in the audience. And I'm telling you, I just can't be more grateful. I see chats coming up, but I can't see it because my camera is too far away and I can't read that small. So if you have any questions, be sure and put those in the chat, and Alex and Terry will tell me what's there. I'm going to give a little bit of a preface to everything, kind of tell you what this is all about. If you're new, if you're not new and you're just back for your third year, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. And you know what? It gets bigger and better every single year. It just has been the best experience, and I look so forward to it every year. I've always loved Christmas. Christmas has just been my favorite time of year, and I know, again, don't judge me, but the Christmas season, I always start music in September, and we decorate the day after Halloween today. And I just really enjoy the season. It's not the day of Christmas necessarily that I'm, looking forward to just one day. I look forward to the entire season. It kind of gives me some really good perspective. It gives me perspective on myself, on the people around me. And I think it just makes the world a happier place, whether or not you're a believer or whether or not you actually celebrate Christmas. The whole experience that surrounds the holiday, I think, is just really fun and really wonderful. And in our, I'll tell you a little bit about this in a minute, but it truly is in the research that I have done this entire year on Christmas around the world. It just gets me really emotional. I'm reading and I'm learning about the traditions and what people do to make this a holiday that's not only a spiritual uplift in their home, but also just a wonderful time of year. Is so touching. And I'm going to share those with you. So that's what I've learned, and that's what this quilt is all about. And I hope you all are Christmas folks and enjoy learning about others' traditions, because we can incorporate that into our own celebrations as well. And with this quilt and what accompanies it, which I can't tell you now because a lot of it's a secret and a surprise, it just makes it so much fun. So anyway, we've just got a couple of minutes. I'm not going to start early because I know people will miss out and they will be disappointed. If any of you are looking for a Christmas gift for a quilter, Fat Quarter Girls, we got a mug right here, and there's a link for that. And this is the big, huge mug. I didn't know it comes in different sizes, and I didn't realize that it did. So welcome. Oh, we have a couple new people here. Sue, welcome. We are very excited to have you here. And Tabor 07. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but welcome to you as well. If any of you are new here, please let us know in the chat. And if you're not new and you're back because you enjoyed it previously, tell everybody why. That's going to be what's going to be the clincher here. But anyway, this is my mug, and I put my sewing stuff in here. I've got, in fact, it's sitting right here. I took it all out so that I could just show you the mug. But we've got that. We've got phone cases. We've got T-shirts, great T-shirts, even in red, Christmas red. And we also have a bag that has Alex's picture on it from doing the Fat Quarter Girls video. So that's really cool as well. Lori, hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. I hope you all stumbled across this and just decided it sounded like fun, because it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really exciting. It's 11 o'clock. So I'm not going to keep you long. And I will tell you that when we have our daily lives, they're usually about 15 to, oh, my stuff's falling over. Anyway, okay, I'm going to set this down because it's falling over, and I don't want to have a mess here. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to give you just a little bit of an introduction. I see Carol is new. Yay. Welcome, Carol. So happy to have you as well. And let's just talk a little bit about what this is. Okay, this is called Quilt the Season. That's what our title is for our yearly Christmas event. The first year was the 25 days of Christmas. This year, last year was the 12 blocks of Christmas. And this year is Joy to the World. And you can see, Joy to the World right there. So that's what it is. And this is all about joy in the world. And we cover every continent except for Antarctica. I couldn't find anything about Antarctica, but we know that Antarctica is a wonderful place. And for those of you who have visited, the penguins would be a really good block as well. So you can always substitute in if you want to include all the 7 continents. But anyway, what we do here, this year's event, I've got some notes here, so I'm going to be glancing at them so that I don't miss out on anything. We're going around the world together, and it's kind of like a little voyage. We're going to start out in one spot, and I can't wait. I mean, I have to tell you, when I was working on the block number 1, which is right there, and it'll be revealed on Wednesday, I got so emotional over the traditions. It was just so touching. And I was really having a rough time with it. I could not believe things that I did not know about this particular country and what they do. And oh my gosh, it was just wonderful. So I just want you to know that quilting is more than just cutting fabric and sewing seams. It is truly a whole body experience. And that includes everything that accompanies the emotion and the feelings and the wonderful camaraderie that we have here as we go through this process. I just want you to know that. That's why I do it. That's why I love it. And that's why I try and spread the word, especially this time of year. Okay, so we are going to, do a little historical and a little surprise every single day. I know that when you join me on the live at 11 a.m. Central Time, right here, just like you got to this live video, it will be here and we will talk. We have just a brief explanation. As you can see on the quilt behind me, and probably if you've looked at anything else, blocks are numbered from 1 to 13, and 13 is on there 4 times. So guess what? You make 4 of number 13. Each day we are going to open up, it's a paper that I've got over each block. We'll take it off. I'll talk about it. I'll give you what we call a code word. So the blocks actually are inspired by various traditions. And I really tried to find, I wanted to make sure that they were accurate. I wanted to make sure that the stories behind the actual block were really traditions and not something that somebody just made up and a person from that country would say, well, we'd never do that. I want to make sure that everything was good and right. So that's what I did. And that's what will accompany those patterns. On Wednesday at 11 a.m., you'll get the first block. So come here. Now, I have to tell you this right now. We have had in the past trouble with YouTube Live, whether it's internet connection or YouTube or whatever. If that should happen, we will let everybody know that's on our mailing list that we have rescheduled, usually on a Zoom session. So we will send you that link. Hopefully nothing will happen, but if it does, that's our alternative. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so how do you participate? This is what everybody wants to know. How do I do this? We're going to be done before Thanksgiving. So that doesn't mean you're going to be done with your quilt. Some of our participants actually didn't finish until now, and they're using their quilt this year. And that's okay. You work at your own pace, and that's a good thing. Okay, so first of all, join me at 11 a.m. Central Time here on the YouTube channel for the live video. Now, the live recording will be available forever. I mean, it's just our YouTube lives. So it will be available. And what so if you miss it, if you can't come at 11 a.m. Central Time, or, you know, depending on where you are in the world, if this is your sleep time and you want to watch it, as long as you watch it before 11 p.m. Central Time, the day it's released. And I can't stress that enough. 11 p.m. Central Time, the day that it's released. You want to make sure that you have that time written down somewhere, because if you click in after that, no exceptions, you can't get it. And if you say that, you know, oh, I didn't get it, my computer didn't work, I'm really sorry. I mean, there's nothing we can do. It clicks off at 11 p.m. Central Time. Just make sure that you check it sometime before then. That is just so important. So I want to make sure that I stress that. We always have people, oh, my computer didn't work, oh, I didn't download. No. It doesn't work. For the free pattern, you have to use the code. You have to do it before 11 p.m. Central Time. And for the free participation, you will get these 13 blocks. That's it. You don't get the center joy block, the wreath, and you don't get the layout. And then we have some other prizes and some in our party and things for the Holiday Magic package, which I'll talk about in a minute. But for the free, you're going to get 13 beautiful blocks with great written patterns, no videos, just patterns, but the patterns are detailed, and you can take them and make them into any quilt you want. You can make it into a wall hanging. You can make it into a table runner. You can make it into a pillow, whatever you like. You can use those 13 blocks. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to pay anything. You just have to be here, and you have to be here for the free. Now, let's say you did miss it. You forgot, you didn't show up. We do this every day except for Sunday through November 20th. So if you forgot, you can get the pattern you missed, but it's going to cost you $7. You'll still enter the same code name, and then it will take you to the page where you'll purchase the pattern for $7. Now, those of you who know what my patterns are like, they are very, very detailed, and the accompanying videos for those of you in the Holiday Magic package will be very, very, very helpful. You can do it, whether you're an experienced quilter or somebody who's just knows the ropes, but want to improve a little bit. This will work for you. So I can't stress that enough. If you sew right along with me, and that's where you need the videos, you will make beautiful blocks, guaranteed. You just have to follow along. You can rewind and redo, and you will definitely be able to make a beautiful quilt. So I just want to stress that free is great. And you can do that and just, make something beautiful out of it. Do not feel obligated. Now, let's say though that you do want the whole package. Okay. So if you do, what you'll do is, first of all, I should tell you that there's a code word every day when the block is released, and that's what you need. And it goes away. It's not the same, and it's nothing that you can figure out days later, because it's only attached to the one day. So you'll go to joyfulandmerryquilting.com/ and then whatever the code word is. One of the issues, and this is really important, one of the issues that some of our participants have had is they'll say the code word doesn't work. And it's because they either typed it in all capitals, or they typed capital letter first and then small letters, or they put spaces either at the beginning, at the end. Then it won't work. It's always all lowercase. And I'll say this in every video, but we'll still have people that'll type it in uppercase, and it will not work. It has to be lowercase, no spaces, joyfulandmerryquilting.com/ and then the code word. And you will get then a beautiful download written pattern with photos and everything you need to create that particular day's block. Okay, so the code is always tested. So if you for some reason can't get it to work, it's something on your end. We know that it works. We wouldn't put it out there. We always check it. We check it more than once during the day just to make sure it works. If you're having problems with it, you need to get a hold of us before 11 p.m. Central Time in order to get that free pattern worked out. So if you contact us the next day, it's too late. Okay. So now let's talk about the Holiday Magic package, which that is the one that, I love that one. And I hope that you all join. You will not find a better or a more reasonable price. And we're not talking price here because all you have to do is watch the 4-minute video, and we've got a really discounted price right now. And if I say that now, and then somebody tunes into this video next week, they're going to, they're not going to get that same price when they go and click on it. So if you go, whatever the day is you're watching this, go, and the price of the day will be there. What we want to stress with you is that the Holiday Magic, you don't have to worry about entering the daily codes. What you do is you purchase the package, and then you will get an email every day with the link to download the pattern. So it will be in your library on the Joyful and Merry Quilting website. So easy. Even if you miss it, maybe you're gone for a week, you can get the patterns will each day be uploaded to your library. You don't have to worry about it. Now, the lives are kind of fun. And one of the things about the lives is we've got some great prizes. You can see they're stacked all over here. I'm really kind of claustrophobic here. But the lives are really fun. And we do have prizes that anybody can win. Those participating in the Holiday Magic package, as well as those that just come here live. But you have to be here live in order to win. So that's why we want to encourage you to come and watch the lives. And I'm going to tell you, a few little things about the block and the pattern, and go from there. So Holiday Magic people, you don't have to enter a daily code, but you do need to show up to the live if you want to win a prize or have a chance to. It's anybody that will comment. And then you have to contact us within 24 hours to claim your prize. Last year, I can't tell you how many times we had people who won, never claimed the prize. So we want to make sure that those prizes then that were donated, if they're not claimed in the lives, they'll go into the Holiday Magic party, and they will be drawn for there. So Holiday Magic, you will get videos, accompanying videos to every pattern. And I just sew the block. I talk to you. I show you what I do. I show you my tools. It's really good down view. And you can stop your computer and start it and do it exactly with me. My husband is the videographer. He focuses in on stuff that you need to be really close on. Then if you have any questions, you can ask me. You're welcome to ask me. So we also have we have some really nice bonus gifts. Bob and Brad, who had the hand massager and the back massager and the neck massager, they're donating a prize. We have a queen size bat from battingsupersale.com. Lynn Heilman donated this beautiful bamboo bat. It's just, I think that's what it is. I can't see it. She donated that. We have Riley Blake has donated some fabric for us. We have Sewing by Sarah has donated these a product, a couple of things here, the tiles that are the wool pressing mat tiles. And and for the Holiday Magic, those of you who are interested, there is a link to click on if you want to go and take a look at that video at the top of the chat. So don't not do that. Even if you're on the fence, go take a, or you think, oh, I only want free. Please just watch the video. You can always say no thanks. You don't have to join if you don't want to. There's no pressure here. But I want you to make sure that you see what's there. Anyway, back to prizes. We also have Fat Quarter Shop sent me a box of, look at, this is what fell over. I'll just show you. Look at this book. I mean, it's Prairie Home. It's so beautiful. Plus a bunch of other things, a little vacuum cleaner for your sewing machine. I mean, there's a light, Purple Hobbies. She has all kinds of wonderful things. And so I have some of those items sitting here. We also have some fat quarters. We have some charm packs. We have jelly roll or 2.5-inch strip packages, just all kinds of cool stuff. So I hope I didn't forget anybody, but I'll go through here and make sure. Now, we always have people that ask us, what the price is. They'll either ask on YouTube or on Facebook. And like I said, it's not because it's a secret and I don't want to tell you and I'm going to charge you $1 million when you click on it, because it's not. It is, for the Holiday Magic package, it is cheaper than any course that you will take, and you are going to learn as if you are taking a course. This isn't just putting blocks together. I'm going to teach you techniques every single day that you can use forever. So this is such a deal. And I just can't stress it enough. And I'm not a salesperson at all, but I really want people to learn how to quilt. I really want people to enjoy quilting the way I enjoy quilting and love it the way I love it. And the only way to do that is to teach you how to do it so that you aren't frustrated. And maybe you've taught yourself, and you're just like, I don't know how to do this part and I'm afraid to try that. We do have some very simple applique. We have foundation piecing that I will guarantee if you follow along with me, you will love foundation piecing, and you are going to create a block that you are going to be totally amazed in the several blocks, in fact, in the end, at how simple it was and how accurate and beautiful it was. And I cannot tell you, I mean, I've been foundation piecing for years, and when I explain or teach this particular, the way I do it, I get, I just get a lot of support for the techniques, and a lot of grateful quilters who have learned how to do it. So I just want to let you know that you are not wasting your money. This isn't just a Christmas fluff. This is a learning experience with a Christmas flair. And that's what I want to make sure that everybody understands. That's why we do it. Okay. So I have a lot to say because I really love this. Remember, joyfulandquilting.com/world is where you go to watch the video and sign up. /world. joyfulandmaryquilting.com/world. Okay. And the link is here as well. Now, remember, the early bird discount is only good through Tuesday, November 4th. After that, full price. So if you want to do that, and here's the other thing. You will, as soon as you register, you will get the preparation page, which gives you all the things that you need for the quilt. So you can gather your fabrics, you can gather your tools, you can get everything organized. I love to be organized. And so that's the preparation page. There's a video with it. So the video will also walk you through that process. You get that right away once you've signed up. And then next week, at the beginning of the week, sometime Monday, we also will give you, now this is only Holiday Magic, we will give you all the cutting instructions for the wreath. So you will have all those pieces ready to go as soon as the wreath pattern is released. So that's just a way to get you ahead of the game. It's always fun to cut and organize and sort. I love doing that. So, and if you don't love doing it, you'll get it out of the way for that particular block. And look I just think it's so pretty. That's my favorite part. That's why we didn't cover that up. We just want you to see that. But again, that's only Holiday Magic. That pattern will be included in that. And we've got lots of ideas on how to use that, even if you don't put it in the quilt or you want an extra one. There's a lot of fun things you can do with it. So some of the great prizes, these will be actually, again, we'll give away on occasion, not every live. So you have to come and see. We will give away a prize. We'll do a random drawing among the people that have commented. And then you have to claim that prize by emailing me, Mary at joyfulandmaryquilting.com, to claim the prize, and then I'll send it out. If you don't claim it in 24 hours, it goes into the Holiday Magic party, and we'll give it away then. So you only have 24 hours to do that. If you're there and I announce you're a winner, just go right to your email and send me an email with your address, and you're good to go. We do have, I have everybody listed. Again, if you're only doing the 13 blocks, if you didn't hear this at the beginning, you can still, they will all be free. 13 free blocks with detailed instructions. And you just have to get them every day at 11 a.m., get the code word so that you know what that is. You can turn it into a wall hanging, one of the blocks, like I said, or a table runner or a pillow or anything like that. The blocks are hidden, but maybe there'll be a block that's special to you or your family, or something that's, your particular family traditions, and you want to put it in a special arrangement, and you can do that on your own. I won't do that. I'll just give you the blocks. But again, the free option is totally worth it as well, just to come and hang out. Let's see, or even gifts. You can even make a little gift out of one of those. Now I'll open it for a question in a second, but I just want you to know I can't give away the countries at this point. So if you're going to ask a question, don't ask what country. I can't tell you. That's a secret. I can't tell you what order. Are we going to have foundation piecing first? Are we going to have applique first? Nope, I can't tell you that. You just have to come. There are some surprise elements. Those that are involved in the Holiday Magic, each day, you're not just going to get your block pattern, but there's always something special that I give you in addition to the block pattern. And I'll show that in the live, but I want you to know that that's only for Holiday Magic. So, and it's always fun stuff. It might be a recipe, it might be a little craft, it might be some music, just something that will add to your holiday season. So keep that in mind as well. Now, another thing that you might consider that would be fun, maybe somebody who would enjoy participating in this, and either they haven't heard about it or maybe they can't, they aren't in the position to purchase the package, but you can do it as a gift. You can buy it for them. So if you're interested in doing that, contact info@joyfulandmerryquilting.com, and Alex can tell you how you do that. Oh, we have several that have been sold already. I'm so glad. Thank you, everybody. More Holiday Magic participants. I'm so excited to welcome you. And again, it's going to be fun. Now, the other thing that Holiday Magic gets is this we added this year. We've got 2 sew-alongs that are live on Zoom. And, YouTube is great, but you can only comment, in the section. We can't really talk. But Zoom, we talk. We sew together. We visit. I find that I talk more than I sew when I do it. But we will have 2 Zoom sessions, one on November 11th and one on November 18th. Now, those will be in the evening, Central Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. And if you can't make it, you can still watch the replays. Anything that Holiday Magic, everything is recorded. So you can still watch it even if you can't be there live for whatever reason. They're usually about an hour to an hour and a half, the sew-alongs are. So much fun. And that way, if you have any questions you want to ask, you are welcome to ask. We can help you. We can give you ideas. We can applaud you. That's the biggest part. When you finish your block and you show it up, everybody can see the colors you used. You give each other ideas, maybe some embellishments you've added. Anyway, so the sew-along is super, super fun. And I love that part. We do that quite a bit with our Joyful and Merry Quilting Quilt Guild. And we just enjoy the sew-along sessions that we do. They're very casual, but really fun, really informative, and we get to know each other. And camaraderie and quilting go just hand in hand. Okay, now I'm going to tell you right now, we have had more people that have said, oh, I don't know, I'm just going to do the free one and I'm not going to do the other. And then partway through, they switched to Holiday Magic because we're having so much fun and they want to be part of that fun. Then they got to pay full price, which is a bargain. The full price is still a really good deal for what you get. But why not get it cheaper? It's almost a 20% discount if you get it now. So you might want to just consider that and just go with it and give yourself a Christmas present and lots and lots of fun.
Or if they want to buy it for you.
Or what?
Ask if they want to buy it.
Or maybe you have a family member, a friend, or someone that is asking, what do you want for Christmas? This is perfect, right? Give me this. So, we're always everybody wants to know what we want for Christmas, and we don't know. But they can give you the Holiday Magic package. So, that would be another thing that you could do. What a great idea. So anyway, all these things everybody keeps suggesting, and this is so fun. Thank you for sharing all that. So, okay, that's the overview. Do we have any questions? Anything that you really want to know about that you don't understand or that I've kind of garbled over because I'm so excited and I tend to do that and talk a lot. But
reiterate how they get the daily downloads.
Okay, I'm going to, how do we get the daily downloads? Okay, so the free package and the Holiday Magic package. Okay, Holiday Magic, all you do is go to joyfulandmerryquilting.com, click on your library, and it will be in your library under the Quilt the Season. You will also get an email every day with the link. So you can go there. You don't even have to think. You just go. You'll get a reminder about the live. You'll get a reminder. Everybody on our mailing list will get a reminder about the link. So even in the free package, you'll still get that if you're on our mailing list. And that's joyfulandmerryquilting.com. Plus, we have a free workshop there that you might be interested in.
Supply list.
There is a supply list on the preparation page. So if you are a Holiday Magic person, then you will get a supply list when you get the preparation page. If you're not, if you're just getting the free blocks, then you will not get a supply list. You'll just have to come up with what you're doing based on the pattern once you receive it. So you don't get Holiday Magic, you get the supply list immediately as soon as you sign up. So that will be, it's called the preparation page, and there's a video that goes with it. Then what you'll want to do if you're, again, I can't stress this enough. If you're a free participant, then you need to download that pattern before 11 p.m. Central Time, the day it's released, using the code word. Holiday Magic, you don't have to worry about code words, okay? But you will have to for the free package. joyfulandmerryquilting.com slash, and then whatever code word I give you at the end of the video. And I give it to you at the end of the video after we talk a little bit during the live. Remember, and there's no exceptions. If you didn't get it for whatever reason, you can get it, but you have to pay. If you're too late, it's $7 for the pattern all by itself. What you want to remember is that when you sign up and you put the code word in, let's just say the code word is cup. Let's say it's cup. So you would put in joyfulandmerryquilting.com/cup. Now that's no code word, so don't use that. You're not going to get anywhere with that. But remember, it's always lowercase C-U-P, lowercase, no capital C, no capital C-U-P, and no spaces. Don't put a space before cup. Don't put a space after cup. Just put the word. Okay, so that's my example. There's no pattern with cup. I'm just using that as an example. So hopefully that helps. Is there anything else?
Size of the quilt.
The size of the quilt behind me, it's 60 by 60. That's about 59.5 by 59.5. So 60 by 60.
Again, a couple people asked, do they have to do the downloads every day if they're signed up?
If you're signed up, you do not have to come to the lives. You do not have to, if you're Holiday Magic, you do not have to enter any code words, because what we have, if you've bought anything from us before, any courses, taken any of my courses, we have a website, joyfulandmerryquilting.com. So if you go there, we have a free workshop, and it's a great one. It's got 5 quilting tips with handouts and accompanying videos. It's great. It's called How to Create the Perfect Quilt Block Every Time. We've done that forever. So that's our thank you. And then plus we send you some other thank yous too for joining our mailing list. Once you're on the mailing list and you've participated or you have signed up for Holiday Magic, then you will get an email every day with the download, but it will always be in your library on our website. So you go to joyfulandmerryquilting.com, you log in using your password. Usually once you've logged in, you're logged in. And then at the top, there's all the different tabs. You click on library. In library, once you open it up, everything that's part of your library is there, like the free course or any courses you've taken. And there will be one for the Holiday Magic. So when you click on that, the videos are going to be there, and then the patterns are going to be there. You can look at the pattern online, or you can download it and print it off. The videos, you just watch it there, but they're always there. We don't take those down. So once you've bought that, you can go back next year and do it if you want. You can work on it all year. You can start now and do a block a month, and then, decide what you're going to do in April, maybe do something else. Or you can do one every day, which a lot of people did, and it's really fun and very doable. You can do them. The blocks are doable. You can do them every day, but in the preparation page, I give you some suggestions on fabrics, Christmas fabrics. That's basically what we're using. People are always asking me, tell me exactly what's the yardage that I need. There's a little bit of yardage that I include in the preparation page, but for the most part, that is really hard because these blocks are all different. So you just pull fabrics here and there, or, whatever. It's totally up to you what you want to do, but the preparation page explains all of that much and the video much better than I can do here.
How long are the daily videos?
The lives. How long are the lives?
How long are the videos?
Oh, the videos. It just kind of depends. It kind of depends on the technique we're doing. Now, the way Alex does it, he divides the videos up into sections that are usually 5 to 6 minutes long. And they can be as long to create the block as 40 minutes all totaled. Just kind of depends on the block. But he divides it up. So maybe, you don't need to watch the video about cutting, the very beginning video of marking your patterns or whatever. You can click on the section that you need help with. But if you want help with the whole thing, usually in 6-minute increments, 8 minutes sometimes 3, it just depends. Just enough to get that particular technique in or that piece done. Then you stop the video, go do it. I'll say, okay, go ahead and do that. And then you go ahead and do that, and then you come back, and then we move on to the next step.
Okay, I've never done paper piecing. I'm concerned.
Okay, paper piecing. I always get people that are worried about paper piecing. Okay, now, those of you, if there's anybody on here that's paper pieced with me, please reassure those that are concerned, because It is amazing. It's not only a new technique that some of you may not have heard of before, but you will not get an accurate block the way you will with paper piecing. And it's easier than, I think, it's easier than cutting all your strips and putting it together and trying to figure out, getting everything lined up. It's all done for you. But what I want to tell you is in the videos, if you follow along with me step by step, and the first foundation piece block that we do, I'm not going to tell you what it is or where it is, but the first one that we do, I reassure you that you are going to get a beautiful block, and you're going to be shocked at how easy it was to do. So I can't stress more how much I love foundation piecing and how simple it is using the paper and using your pieces. Your pieces are always cut a little oversized. I show you how to trim them back, how to sew straight, how to put them together. It is a wonderful technique that I think every quilter, especially when you're doing something like this, really benefits from. And I think the accuracy you get, you will teeny tiny pieces, big pieces. You just can't do that with regular piecing, especially if you're a relatively new quilter. You can do that with foundation piecing, and I will show you how to do that. And again, if you are struggling, you just have to email me. Holiday Magic people, you have full access. Email me and I'll talk you through it. So don't worry, please try. And, if you want, I mean, you can go ahead and do the free one and see how you like it. But I think the videos are really super helpful with that. And I think it explains it really well. So when you have the videos and the pattern, I just think it's a win-win.
Thanks to all those that are reassuring her.
Oh, thank you everybody for reassuring. That's wonderful, because it really is. I know it's scary, but every new technique is scary. Every time curves, everyone's like, oh, Y seams, oh no. We all get scared about something because we haven't learned how to do it right. We haven't, not right. I can't say right. We haven't learned how to do it in a way that just makes sense here and makes sense here when we're sewing. So I will show you that. I will show you that in the videos. I know that you're going to learn from this.
Why can't I see all the hidden ones first before I buy the pattern?
Why can't I see the hidden blocks? Because this is a mystery. Well, it's a mystery. That's what makes it fun. You can buy it later if you want. You sure can. You don't have to buy it now. You can buy it anytime. We've got till November 20th where we're doing it, and then you'll be able to see all of them. But this is part of the fun. Is you got to trust me. You got to trust me. And I know that those who last year I said the same thing. You got to trust me. It's really cool. And you're going to love it. But I feel really confident that you're going to love this one. So yeah, that's why.
You'll be able to use the blocks for everything.
And yeah, you can use the blocks for all sorts of things. I mean, like I said, you can use it for a wall hanging. You can use it for a table runner, placemats, anything. Wouldn't that be fun to have all the blocks on a different placemat, and every person at your table represents a different country, and you can talk or have different foods or there's just so much that you could do. Quilts are pretty darn amazing. We can do a lot with that. Now, Terry got me those ornaments around the side. He went and bought those. Where'd you get those? At Menards? At Menards, yeah. And I didn't even know. And he put it up like this, and it's so pretty. I said, I'm going to put that up in my house. I'm going to hang it. I do have a Christmas quilt that sits over my couch. I'm going to hang this one up because I just love it. So anyway, and you'll be able to see all of them. These are just papers that are covering it. And then each day they're pinned on there. We'll pull the paper off and then show you the block. Anything else? Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. We're just a little bit over our time, 30 minutes. We'll try and be prompt when we do our lives. joyfulandmerryquilting.com/world. We want to make sure that you go there. That's where you sign up. That's where you take a look. Even if you're dead set, you're going to do the free package, go watch the video anyway. I think, it might give you some insight that you might not have thought about. And then if you get into the free and you decide, I'd like to join up, just keep in mind, the deadline is Tuesday for the early bird package, and then it goes to full price on Wednesday. So
Something was, again, how do you send a gift?
Oh, how do you send a gift?
Yeah. You go at checkout, check the box saying enter a gift email.
Oh, I didn't know this. When you check out, if you're giving it as a gift to someone, when you check out, there's a box that you can check that says that you are giving this as a gift. And the email will go to the person. A gift email will be sent to the person that you've gifted this to. This is my son, Alex. He comes up with all this cool stuff. So I do the quilt. I'm the quilter and he's everything else.
Will it be machine applique or needle turn? Or is it our
Okay, applique, it is your choice what you do, but it is going to be fusible webbing, the way I show it. So you are welcome to do needle turn. If you're good at needle turn, the templates that I give you, what you'll just do is add your seam allowance to the outside, and then you can do needle turn, and absolutely can do it that way. I'm sure it'll be really beautiful. The way that I show it though will be fusible webbing and then stitching down with your applique stitch.
Do you have kits for blocks?
I don't have kits because I don't have a fabric shop. So you know, that's kind of an issue that we have here sometimes. That would be really fun to do that, but it's just Alex and I, and by the time we get all of this done, we're just not able to do that. Now, there are occasions that we do sell a kit at the end because I have to make this quilt 3 times. So sometimes I have the blocks that are partially assembled. So if you want to stay tuned for that, there's a good chance that we will have a partially assembled quilt, but that's kind of our fundraiser for Alex's Christmas for his family. So, so that may not be what you're interested in, but we'll talk about that when that time comes.
In the wreath, part of a fat quarter bundle.
Yes, the fabrics in the wreath are part of a fat quarter bundle that I bought from Missouri Star Quilt Company. And that information is in the preparation page. I think a lot of the fabrics are gone now, the Christmas fabrics, but I believe that one is still available. So when you get your preparation page, take a look. And I do list what fabrics I have used in that. If I didn't, and I just can't remember right now. I know I wrote it somewhere. So it may be in that, or it may be in the beginning of the when we give the initial part of the block assembly.
So we want to see last year's.
Oh, you want to see last year's? Okay. Let me show you last year's. Try and get it right side up. Now, last year's was just different symbols of Christmas, just different from, you know, things that we're used to. So I don't know if I can show you the whole thing, but here it is. And you do have that option to buy this one if you want at a really reduced price because it was last year's. So this pattern is available, but it's only if you buy the Holiday Magic package. But you can see, and some people did just an amazing job. I mean, I finished mine and I was really happy. And then I saw the wonderful embellishments that people put on theirs. And I thought, oh, I wish I would have done that. And that's where, you know, getting together for our sew-alongs is so much fun because we can,
It's a joy.
because we can do that. Pardon me?
It's joy. Okay.
The joy is appliqued. Yes. Yeah, it's appliqued. I give you all the, you know, the templates and everything for all the applique. You know what? The background can be scrappy. I did not make it that way just because I bought the yardage and I thought it was just easier for me to cut it off. But you sure can. In fact, the whole quilt can be scrappy. There are people that just used what was in their stash last year to make sure that they put it all together. There are a few things, you know, your borders, anything can make it super colorful. And we all have just a ton of Christmas fabrics. So absolutely, scrappy would be really fun. You didn't miss the price because it's in the video. joyfulandmerryquilting.com/world. You have to go there. And the reason that we don't give the price in this video is because this video will be on YouTube. And if somebody tunes in and I give the early bird price today and they tune in 2 weeks and it's not the early bird price anymore, then we get the backlash. So all you have to do is, it's a 4-minute video. It's really quick. Just go there and watch it and then you can make your decision. Anything else? Okay.
Oh. Helen said she made last year's quilt for a gift and then decided to keep it for herself.
Oh, made last year's quilt for a gift and then decided to keep it. I get that, boy. It's so hard to give them away sometimes, and especially if we love it. I have to tell you, though, I've been working, you know, I've worked on this for a long time. I've been working on it. And this time, I don't know what got to me, but for some reason, I was almost sad when I finished it. And I'm really happy when I finish it. But I had so much fun looking everything up and just really getting into the history of everything and getting into the traditions and the countries. And I contacted people that either lived there or that was in their heritage, or they had visited and or had family there, so that I made sure that I got just a real good feel for what their Christmas celebrations were like. And it just was so moving. The reason that the wreath, a wreath is round. And so that you reminded me of the world, and that's where Joy to the World, as well as the blocks, came from. But this is what brings us all together as a world. And tell me we don't need that right now. I mean, we need to have joy to the world, and to be able to not only say it, but actually kind of experience it with all the other countries. Oh, I had such a good time. I just had such a good time.
Again, what time is the
The lives every day, starting Wednesday, November 5th, will be at 11 a.m. Central Time. Make sure you got Central Time on there. 11 a.m. Central Time. Figure it out where your time zone is, but it's 11 a.m. Central Time. And usually, like I say, 15, 20 minutes, something like that, and you'll get the code word. It's every day, starting on Wednesday the 5th, and it goes no Sundays. We don't do Sundays. We did that last year. It was too hard. Go to church. It was just really tough to get it in. So that's our catch-up day. And so we'll go through the week, and it ends. Our final reveal will be on the 20th of November. So that's a Thursday. The 20th of November is the final reveal. The Holiday Magic people will have a sew-along on the 11th and the 18th. And then our party will be on December 7th. And the party is so much fun. We show everybody's stuff, whatever they've done, blocks or full quilts or whatever. We can show pictures of it. We have giveaways. We just have a really, really fun time. So that's the culmination. That's the finish.
Is there a place you can view last year's quilts that people made?
There's if you go to Joyful and Merry Quilting if you go to our Facebook page, if you're on Facebook, Joyful and Merry Quilting, you can look back to last year. Lots of people have posted their quilts there. We did have a private page. It got really difficult. Facebook, the rules and how we do it just really got tough, and we couldn't admit people. It was really hard. So we tried to find an alternate way through our website and different ways that we could all gather together. And the best thing we could find was the Zoom sew-alongs. There just wasn't anything else that really was going to work. So you can go to Joyful and Merry Quilting. One thing though, if you are a Holiday Magic participant, only posts showing your blocks, no directions, no questions, nothing like that, because there are people on there that aren't in the Holiday Magic package. That all either comes through Zoom or email Mary@joyfulandmerryquilting.com. Now, if you find something wrong in the pattern, there's something that you're thinking, oh, that's not right, you made a mistake, please email me immediately. Don't advertise it to everybody, because it may be, I've had people sometimes that just didn't understand the technique. And when I explained it, it was okay. But there's always a chance. Please, we hope that you'll give us some. I listened to a quilter that said, please give designers some grace. It happens. Sometimes there are problems with a pattern. So if you do notice something and you let me know, just email Mary@joyfulandmerryquilting.com. If that should happen, we always swap out the pattern with the corrected pattern in your library, and then we let everybody know.
I haven't got what's the preparation info yet. I signed up, but I haven't got the preparation.
Okay, if you haven't gotten the preparation email, you should have. So you can look in your spam folder, look in your junk folder, wherever, or just go on joyfulandmerryquilting.com and click on your library and just access it from there, because you're going to have to go there anyway, or that's where the link is going to take you. But you'll want to check and make sure that you get those emails, but they will always be there. Just, that's your go-to, is go to joyfulandmerryquilting.com, log in, click on library, click on the Quilt the Season, Holiday Magic, and everything will be there.
If it's not, call Alex.
Yeah, if it's not, you can email Alex. Don't email me, because I can't help you. info@joyfulandmerryquilting.com, and he can help you with the tech stuff side of it. I can't help you with that. And if you email me, I don't, I have to send it to him. So you're just wasting, time in between. If you email him directly, he's always really good about helping. Okay, thank you, everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday, and we will. Number one, we will open that block, and you will be able to access that pattern. So, thanks. I hope you all join, and please share with your friends. And I'm excited to have you here. Thanks a whole bunch, and we will see you on Wednesday.